I just got new camera gear, and it's going to take a little bit to get used to it, but a lot of it's going to be a little on the manual side. I don't have tracking really set up quite yet. So it's a Hohem M7 iSteady. It's new for me this year to use, and it's going to take a little getting used to. All right. My name is Jeff Sanford. I'm not a PGA professional. I'm not even a teacher. I'm nothing more than your average, everyday golfer. I'm not even very good at it, and I'm old. I'm 64 years of age. If you've watched my videos any length of time, you know I've been doing a lot of stuff. I've been golfing since I was in my 20s, fairly seriously, or at least as serious as I want to make it. I've golfed all over the country. I'm a retired truck driver by trade. I golfed all over the country in that profession. It was great. Anyways, my layover times were very productive on the golf course. I've golfed some beautiful golf courses, and got while I was being paid to wait to go golf, and so a lot of history, a lot of fun. I've also done a lot of other things, as a lot of my close friends know. I do some shooting, precision shooting. At least I used to do a lot of it, and I also fly remote control sailplanes. And a lot of people know that I do that. I've been doing that since I was a very young man, and shooting as well. These are not new hobbies. They're just things that I do. Golf is something I've decided lately to share more openly. Don't ask me why. I suck at it, and I'm not afraid to admit it. You're going to see good and bad. Plain and simple. Okay, today I'm working on 2 new clubs. I am the proud owner of a brand new set, a complete set of Ping G440s. They are absolutely lovely. They hit well. They're forgiving. They're on adult shafts, or in my version, old fart shafts. Wonderful. But the 5, 6, and 7 have become a little unruly, really unruly. So a friend of mine talked to me about Cobra Woods and Cobra hybrids in the Future Fit 33 system that they offer in the OPTM series, and it's absolutely fantastic. I have now had these particular hybrids for about 2 weeks. A buddy of mine at Dick's, cannot pronounce his last name. My buddy Vince at Dick's talked to me about them. We hit some demos, and they're nice, and I love the Future Fit 33 system because there's 33 points to focus in on. Yes, dear, I know you're ready. So anyways, pretty persistent. Very, very nice. They're able to tune an old fart game pretty well. These are set on the standard loft, standard lie, standard settings when you get the club at A1. So I really haven't tuned these yet. They're in a regular flex from KBS, which in my humble opinion are a little too stiff for me. So I'll probably have to end up reshafting these at some point into more flexible weighted shafts. But 150 yards is my nemesis. I'm good out to 100, 120 with an iron probably. But the 150 mark, as far as, 150 and out, I've got a 9 wood, a 7 wood, which are new in the bag as well. We'll get to those here. And I have also got a 5.3 and driver, and they're all OPTMs with the Future Fit 33. These are Again, if you don't know about it, do the research on your own. I'm not going to educate you. But you're going to find out that it's more of a help than a hindrance. All right, so I need to get out to 150. Let's start off with the 6 hybrid. And let's see how bad I can screw this up. So the last one I hit was 154. And so we're going out here basically to a little island tee, or not tee, green. And it's a postage stamp little thing. And so surrounded by sand. So it's just extra motivation to get the ball up there. So let's see if we can get it 150. That wasn't too hard to look at, was it? So basically, this 6 will take me up to what I hit a 5. Okay, so depending on the club heads right there, that was only probably 60% effort done by me. It's about 60% effort. 74.4 club speed, ball, smash factor 1.4, total carry 148, rollout 156. That was a pretty good swat. And I've been focusing hard on not how hard I hit it, but try to, how well you hit it. At 64, it's no longer about hard, many things. It's now about well. And see if we can do that. Get somewhere close to that again. And the answer to that question is no. That was hit very poorly. Of course, I don't need to tell you that. You just watched it. It was hit off the toe. I probably hit somewhere close to about 300 balls this morning so far. So you'd think I'd be better at it. Nope, 112. A little over the top and in. Every morning I practice my short game from basically 80 yards in, 75, 80 yards to the green. I work my way in closer and closer every morning for a couple hours, and I hit hundreds of balls. And right now, this is just kind of afterwards this afternoon. Like I said, I've been wanting to try these hybrids I bought and see if I can get my taller irons out of the bag. It was much better hit, obviously. All right, so here's 120, basically 120 to 150. 150 is a bit of a stretch, but it's doable. Yeah, that wasn't too hard to look at. Let's see what the specs say on that shot. I got it dead center. Smash was 149.9, 79 mile an hour club head speed. Total distance of 157.5. It came right down at 149.9. Now I'm a little tired, like I told you, but that still was not bad. Not bad at all. All right, so that was 80% of my ability hitting this, 70, 80%, somewhere in that neighborhood. Very nice. Okay, so I know I got something in the bag in the 120 to 150 area. I'm going to rate that club 135, 130, 135. The next one up the bat is going to be a 4 hybrid. I didn't get my set with a 4 because they don't make a 4 to G440 from Ping. It's a 5. A 5 is something I don't hit well. I dig a lot of stuff, but that one was just so inconsistent. I hit it well. Like anything else, you know, when you don't hit it well, it's basically SOL. All right, so 4 hybrid, I wanted to take and have something. Again, Future Fit 33, folks. 2 degrees up, 2 degrees down, toe up, 2 degrees as well. And they have a chart in the hybrids. So if I need to come down, if I find that I'm driving everything here, okay, if I'm driving everything over here in my swing and everything's coming up here, well, my toe might be too far up, okay? It's pushing everything that way, okay? Now, if it's going the other way, it might be too low. So I have the ability to not have a fixed console and make that adjustment without having somebody to try to bend the console or pre-order it. And once you order it bent like that, especially, you know, a wooded of some sort, a hybrid, that's all it's ever going to be. So it's not something easily adjustable. Again, Future Fit 33. I can't say that enough. Now, let's go over here. This is a 4 hybrid. Let's see how it hits. There's 182. Just a wild shot, 182. See, we can bring that in just a little bit. Now, got dug that a bit. $175, 170, 169 carry, 74 out to. That hit the sand and stopped, didn't it? Backspin was about 4. Not bad. For a 64-year-old man, that's not doing too terribly bad. That's 5-wood range. It's not bad. And that's hitting it about as hard as I can hit. Yeah, there's 3 of them right there. Not bad. All right, so smash factor, 144, club speed, 80, 80.5, total length. Let's call that 175, 174. Spin 3100. Let's turn around here and take a look what Pro TVX says. All right, on Pro TVX with no obstacles, no nothing, that last ball carry was 173 yards. This is GS Pro. This is actual specs right here. Carry 173. Total distance 198.2 yards. Apex 61. Average air time 5.1 seconds for hybrid. Backspin 3141, 3141. Total spin 3150, 3141, 3150. We look up here and they're pretty close. Okay, but this is flat and level, no wind, no nothing, just hit and roll. So basically it's telling you that carry was 173, it rolled out to 198. That's an extra, 25 yards of forward roll. So it's not bad. Not bad at all. So what we can do, let's do this. As you can see, I've hit a lot of balls today. The computer system in here is, I've been doing computers since 1985. I've been doing computers a long time. And that little laptop's pretty powerful stuff. It's a Lenovo 5050 RTX NVIDIA. It's got a lot of RAM. It's very fast. It's brand new. It's being cooled by a cooling plate on the, running cold air. The desktop has been expanded all the way around to here. I can take and actually go to the USB camera here. I've got a camera sitting there and one underneath you, and we can actually see that last hit. You can see the ball path right down here, or the club head path. You see the spin on the validator. It wasn't too bad. The dispersions are fairly good. It's, you know, when you start videotaping, then you get a little nervous because you don't want to come off like a moron. You know, that's why a lot of people edit their videos. Oh, can't have that shot on there. Well, guess what? Life is full of mistakes. All right, so like I told you, I needed 150 yards fairly consistently. Okay? Just 150 yards. Will the 4 hybrid give it to me easier? And not with that shot, it won't. Now, if you're a real individual, you'll know what I'm showing you is the real deal. I'm not pretending to be something I am not. Okay, that's a 151.6 carry, 180 overall. This may be a little bit too much club for 150. It's probably better suited with the 6 hybrid. I cut back on that a little bit. Just a nice floppy swing. 142. It's a nice floppy swing. So I have to really take and change my swing to get this club to do what I want it to do. That was a nice little draw too. 158. I love this Future Fit 33 system. It is just a joy to own. That was on the same arc as the last one, 164. All right, that's way too much club for 150, but it's ideal for just a little bit beyond it. All right, so let's go to the next trick in the bag. Just added Cobra OPTM 9 wood. This is set at 24.5 degrees at A1 standard lie and loft. It is in a KI Red 50R, 50 regular, 50 gram regular. So let's see if we can get 50 yards out of this. That was a 146 carry, 162. Just a lovely club to swing. I've swung this quite a bit. I fell in love with it the day it showed up. I waited a long time for this club to be delivered. My buddy John bought a 9 and he hits it well. Probably way better than I hit this one. But that's John. He's a good golfer. 147. Not much effort involved in that. $150.7. $159. Not so good. Dug it. Getting tired. That's the thing about hitting at the range or hitting here. You're hitting bam, bam, bam. There's no resting. So there's going to be a little more inconsistencies involved when doing that. All right. All right, so just did that on purpose. 181.7, 162 carry. Club head speed was 82. A lot of mass here. Pretty nasty. But as wild as that was hit, it's still in the fairway. Again, Cobra technology. I'm just trying to beat it up. Man, these things are forgiving.
Ready.
Just wonderful. .171, 153 carry.
Ready.
All right. It's a pretty versatile club. Very, very nice. The 7 wood is interesting as well. This is again Cobra OPTM. This is again in Chi 50. It is an MR70, whatever that means. Standard setting A1. 7 wood. .178.
Ready.
.162.
Ready.
.176.
Ready.
.174. Getting into the swing of things now. Gotta love that face, right?
Ready.
Wow. What a forgiving wood. Just amazing. .184. All right. That's about 184. Club head speed was 82.9. That was a pretty good hit. It was a pretty good hit. And it was wild. And it still stayed in. All right. So we've gone working our way up through the gappage. And now we're going to come into a 5, OPTM 5. And again, regular flex, 50 gram, red KI or Kai, whatever you want to call it. And all of these hits have been off the mat. No tee, nothing to raise it, off the mat. Just off the mat. The 5 is probably one of my little sweet points. I love this thing. I don't hit it enough. I should. .182. Club head speed was 80 mile an hour. Getting a little tired, folks. 184.
Ready.
194.3 yards. 5 wood. 64. This is a stock, out of the box. 5 wood I bought from Dick's here in Harrisburg. Again, from my buddy that recommended the Cobra line and the Future Fit 33. A1 setting. Lovely club. To get a 5 wood to travel 194, I've had this out to 200. When I'm a little fresher, I've hit a lot of balls this morning. But, wow. Okay, so I'm going to stop there. The video's long enough. And the 3 and the 5 woods, actually the 3 and the driver are both OTPMs. They are both set at A1. Yes. But these sport Fujikura Ventus shafts than the stock shafts. The driver is using a R2 shaft, standard length R2, which is the Olfart shaft. Okay. And it does a very good job for me. I'm just going to concentrate on what Cobra sells. And they do sell these, by the way. About an extra $350, but I just happened to have them laying around in my shaft collection. This is a regular flex blue Ventus Velocore Plus. It is just a 1/2 inch over standard 3 wood. I believe it's either 1/2 or 1 inch over 3 wood length. And the 3 wood is probably the hardest thing I have in the bag. I am not a fan. I don't hit it well. And so I'm not even going to embarrass myself in front of, all the viewers. We'll wait until I hit that way worse. But anyways, with that, the video's long enough. It really is. We've gone through a lot of woods, a lot of reasoning, concentrated on 150. We've had some good shots. We've had some bad shots. This old boy's tired. It's time for lunch. And with that being said, thank you for coming to my home. It's been a pleasure hosting you. I hope you eked out something out of this video. I've enjoyed making it for you. Please come back and watch again. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.